Let me ask you, in regard to how much water you ask your patients to drink, with the Alkazone water, do you have each of your patients drinking the same amount every day? How do you generally work it?
In the beginning, I have to have, let's say if I have an obese person, and obesity, the BMI goes from 30 to 39.9 for an obese person. For a grossly obese person, it goes from 40 to 49.9, and for morbidly obese, it goes from 50 and above. I'll have to tell a heavier person to drink more of this and less of other regular water, because this water gets into their system, and I always look at their palate, and I see that, obviously if they're diabetic or they're overweight, a person like that, if they drink and hydrate, they don't snore, they need more water. So I usually tell them to drink 4 bottles at least of the 24 ounces. So, they're getting, a good 96 ounces of this water a day. Clinically, a person that weighs 100 pounds, needs to drink a minimum of 50 ounces of water, okay? And that's what's really, really important. They're drinking a minimum of 50 ounces of water, and, everybody's different. I mean, if I see a person that is, 100 pounds, well, they're not going to have that much fat, okay? So the 4 bottles of this for that person is fine. They don't have to drink anything else. Okay, and just remember, there's a difference between water and fluid. This is water. Okay, water has oxygen in it. This has other minerals in it, so it's advanced, and it's reverse osmosis. It gets into the cell. It's smaller. Its molecular size is smaller. Okay, and so you have a good deal of. There's many reasons for you to drink this type of water. And then I also do have to say that, you need to make sure that you're getting enough minerals in your diet. In America, we need more vegetables. Got to have a lot of vegetables. And we have to also understand that the pigments of vegetables are important, and the rate at which we chew our food. If you have a hydrated mouth, you will chew more efficiently. Your salivary amylase will attach to your food, and you will break down that carbohydrate beginning in your mouth where it should be, because once you swallow and that gets to your stomach, the acid in the stomach relieves that amylase that attaches to your food. It makes it less effective because it makes it completely ineffective from the acid in the gut or the alimentary canal. But this is good stuff, and I've used it in many cases, and we've seen it very beneficial after a room gets hot and there's no air conditioning on, and next thing you know, you're sweating and you're feeling that you need some water. So what I do is I go right over here to this, and I just take a shot of it like this, and it's light and easy, and it goes down well. And I feel good with it. I know that I personally, myself, when I take it, if I'm going to lift or run or do something, if I'm going to do hundreds and hundreds of sit-ups, which I do daily, it makes me feel better. And I can see why. I can see the transition that occurs. I can feel the transition that occurs. I can tell you that when a person has a severe depletion in potassium or magnesium, they will have a more rapid heart rate because the calcium will take the lead, and the calcium will make the person's heart rate beat faster. And then if they have high sodium, which is common in America, their heart will beat harder and louder. That water is good for that. And when I see that there's conductivity issues or problems with a patient, and they have, because they have so much sodium in America, every food we see, whether it's processed or cooked a certain way, or we brown it, or we do something, we put spices and herbs in it, and then it has additional salt. Well, that salt is causing that heart to beat harder, and this is going to help to filtrate better. And when we have a better filtration process, we have without a doubt, an enhanced absorption of water. And that's what Alkazone has been doing, because when I watch these people and they understand the difference between fluid and water. Again, water is the medium for all transport, and we need it desperately.